Hello and welcome back to Sis Nobody Asked for This. We are your hosts, Katie Sherwood
and Hannah Power.
And we are delighted to say that today, on our 5th episode, we are joined by our third guest, the one and only Ffion Price.
Hi Fee, how are you doing today?
Hi, thanks for having me. It's
great to have you on the show. So if you don't know who Ffion is already, where have you been hiding? Ffion is an incredible footballer, somebody I'm lucky enough to share the pitch and the dressing room with. She has a wealth of experience, played in the English Tier 3, represented Wales at senior level, so a capped Welsh international, experience of playing in the Champions League, and is currently a semi-professional footballer for Cardiff City, playing in the Adran Premier League. If that doesn't impress you enough, Ffion scores goals, many goals, and she is not even a striker. She is a defender. She does all of that whilst balancing being a full-time teacher, passionate, driven, an amazing teammate, and one of the nicest people you'll meet in football. And I genuinely mean that, Fee. So let's welcome our amazing guest, Ffion Price.
Wow, I could have that introduction all the time. Brilliant.
You're impressed with that intro. Well, to be fair, when we were preparing for this episode, Hannah did say to me, you do realise I'm going to be introducing Ffion. She's my teammate. She's my colleague. And I was like, over to you, Han. Absolutely. I did actually, though, put you into AI. You'll be very intrigued what they said about you. Apparently, you're a track and field athlete. Any truth in that?
No chance at all, but I'll take it. I don't mind that.
Before we get started, Fee, I've got a little quick fire question for you. What would you say is more demanding? A full day in the classroom or 90 minutes at left back?
Oh, I think that's an easy question. A full day in the classroom for sure. I think all the teachers out there would agree with me there. But yeah, definitely in the classroom.
Yeah, and you're an amazing teacher and the children absolutely love you at the school you work at. You are superstar Miss Price.
Do you think your role in the classroom and also the children in your class, I know you have great support from your school. Do you think that inspires and motivates the children that you teach?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm in a fantastic position. I can be a role model and inspire those children, especially the women's game for girls in particular. But yeah, I mean, I did say I would a massive shout out to St. Bernadette's. What a fantastic school. But I wouldn't be able to do what I do without the support of the staff in the school.
I was in the same position when I was playing. I've always been very fortunate that the school that I've worked in always gave me time off, and they still give me time off now for the media because they see the value in that, and you're inspiring the children that, you know, if you work hard, that the sky is the limit. And I think for both of you to be in a school, and young girls and young boys, I know how inspired the young boys are as well. And I know they come to a lot of your games. So yeah, really inspirational. Top bins of the episode. So let's talk about that 94th winning goal against Wrexham. So just to put into context, big title race going on this season in Adran Premier between Wrexham and Cardiff City. Wrexham already were 5 points ahead of you at the time. Is that correct? Have I got my stats right? 5 points ahead, but you have a game in hand. It was 1-1, 94th minute. It was a must-win game for you. I was watching it at home with Hannah's little girl Nellie in front of the screen, and Fiona Barry stepped up, and what an absolute finish. Talk me through your feelings and emotions.
Oh, I'm still looking at the pictures from that game, to be honest. We knew it was going to be a hard game, didn't we? And we knew everyone had to be on it. But they're the type of games I love. I don't know about you, but I feel like that's where, you know, people really step up and shine. And we're so lucky to have a player like Fiona. She's such a talented player. And, you know, to be able to bring her off the bench, just that extra bit of quality we needed. But what a whirlwind of a game.
So when, you know, Niamh played that amazing ball down the line to Fiona, like massive credit to Niamh, because without that vision to play Fiona in, that goal doesn't happen. But when that goal went in, I just remember feeling like a moment of euphoria. It's like, yes. Yeah, it was a great feeling. And I think that's what makes us champions, games like that, because in those final moments, you can produce magic. And Fiona's a special player, and we're very lucky to have her on our team. But the race isn't over. You know, it's going to be neck and neck now for the end of phase 1 and going into phase 2. And credit to Wrexham, they've come out this season, all guns blazing. They're a great team, but very great that we were the ones who came out as champions on the day.
So that does lead me on to my next question for both of you. So talking about the success you've had over previous seasons, what does it take mentally to keep leveling up every single season? I think as a team, you've got a target on your back. Everyone is waiting for you to fall off that pedestal. To sustain success season after season, like, what's the cheat code? What are you doing?
I'd probably say just the culture and the belief first in the squad. We know we can do it year on year, and having that belief together that we can do it. I think it just helps us as well when, we did drop points against TNS, but we bounced back. We knew what we needed to do. And I think that just shows the resilience in the squad.
And, we've had that target on our back now for the past 4 seasons. We're used to it. It's something we thrive on. And I think that's what really pushes us. And I think it comes from the top down. Ian, a lot of credit goes to him, Noah and Dave. They keep us in check. They keep us believing in ourselves. And without that foundation, that strong foundation at the top, like coming down towards us as players, you don't become a successful team. And having belief, you don't go and score a 94th minute winner if you don't believe in yourselves, like believing that Fiona Barry can get on the end of that ball. I mean, even I was hoping she didn't square it to me in that moment, but the belief that we just went for it, all of us.
To be fair, I was watching and I could see Hannah Power legging it into the box, and I actually was like, Fiona needs to square this ball to you. I think you would have had a nosebleed and panicked, and you probably wouldn't have found the back of the net.
It was, if she had squared it, it would have been going to my left foot.
Oh my goodness.
God only knows where that would have gone. So take us back to the very beginning, Fee. How did your football journey first enter your life?
Well, I probably got to give a lot of credit to my dad and my 2 brothers, football fanatics. I remember just playing with them in the garden and absolutely loving the game. And I used to always go to Jake's football sessions and be like, I want to join a football club. But you just couldn't find a girls' team. And I remember after Jake finished training, a girls' team came on. And I nagged my dad. I said, please go speak to them. So my dad went over, had a chat with them. And the following week, joined the girls' football team. And I stayed there then at Thornhill, and I never looked back.
That's amazing. I know how big of Cardiff City football fans your brothers and your dad are. So were they big influences on your career, do you feel like?
Yeah, massive. I think I wouldn't have got into the game without them. Football was our life, their life. So it was surrounded by me. And, I will be forever grateful for them. My dad taking me to away days to watch Cardiff, training and football. Just as soon as I had a taste of it, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, they follow you everywhere, don't they?
Yeah,
the Champions League, they love it.
Yeah.
So just hearing about how passionate you are about Cardiff City, how does it feel to be, we got a new setting today for our podcast. We're in the Cardiff City changing rooms. You play here on a regular basis. You got your Cardiff City shirt behind you. Like, thinking of your younger self growing up, what does it mean now to be playing for your childhood club?
I mean, it's still a pinch me moment. When I was little, I had Cardiff City tops watching the men. I was even mascot here with my brother. Yeah, and I walked up with Jay Bothroyd.
Oh my goodness.
And, that's as close as you feel like you're going to get. But to actually put on the shirt and my dad come and watch me play for the club we all support and love is just, it's incredible, and I absolutely love it.
How does it feel when you're actually playing on this pitch for both of you? I know, Han, you're a huge Cardiff City fan as well. To actually run out on this pitch, playing on your home team's men's football pitch, like, what does that mean to you?
Do you want to go first, Dan?
It's surreal, and you never lose the buzz of coming out and playing on this pitch. And I was thinking, driving here today, because I kind of knew you were going to ask this question, Kate, in advance. And I was thinking about how when we come and play here, Fee, it's not like we're the women's team playing on the men's pitch. Yeah. We're just Cardiff City playing on the pitch. And I think that trickles down from the staff here, the stewards. They just treat you with so much respect. So you feel like you're at home.
We talked about on the previous episode about having that feeling of feeling valued by the club. And it's clear to see, as soon as we walked in here, the people at reception know who you both are. There's pictures on the walls leading up to the men's dressing room. I call it the men's dressing room, but really I'm wrong. It's your dressing room. It's Cardiff City's dressing room. And you can see old pictures of previous players who played for the club. How does that make you feel, knowing that you are really valued at this club?
It's just brilliant. There's no divide. We feel like we're one. And I think just as women players for this such a big club, it's brilliant. It's nice to see like we have that visibility here, not just for us, but for others. And, you know, it's just that culture, that value. We feel like we do also belong.
So when you have played here, you've had really good crowds. And I remember being here on a really wet and miserable evening. It was a midweek game and you had an incredible 5,000 fans at your game. How does that feel, that connection you have with the fans and signing autographs at the end of the game? How important is that to you?
So important. I think sometimes, Han, you'll agree, it's like a surreal moment. People asking you for your signature. I mean, for me, it's like one moment I'm signing signatures and then I'm getting up at 6:30 in the morning to mark books. But I think it just shows how far the women's game has come, that visibility, that exposure. And for me, I just absolutely love it. I love spending time with family and friends.
Makes you feel famous when you're signing
Yeah.
autographs. But the fans are amazing. Like, we've got fans who sing songs about us.
Have you got a song?
I'll just say the words. We love to see Hannah Power in midfield. She's such a tower.
Mine's something like, if you cut Ffion Price in half, she will bleed blue.
I love that.
So talking about bleeding blue, playing against Swansea, the big derby day rivalry, we know how huge that is in the men's game. How do you build up to that game? What are your feelings in the week, the emotions? Talk me through it.
I think you'll agree as well. Well, it's Swansea City. It's a massive derby game for us, for the men, for the club. So straight away, when I know we're playing them, I'm always buzzing to play against those. I think I am always a bit nervous as well because it's not just a game. It comes with like history, and you just want to perform and, you know, bring home the 3 points for the fans and for the club. But I absolutely love it. I like it when it gets a bit aggressive against those. We do have some good games.
We do. I love when we play them. Like what we said, the Wrexham game, you love and you live for those games. It's the same with Swansea. And I think it doesn't matter where you come from. We've got girls from Swindon, Bristol, you know, Bridgewater, and they know how important that fixture is. Everybody's raring to go. And yeah, it's a feisty but fun game to play in.
Yeah.
How do you then, if it doesn't go your way in that game, how do you get over a loss against a team like Swansea, where you know it's in both of your DNA to come out top dogs in those games? Now, how many days does it take for you to get over a loss?
Well, how I deal with it, I mute things on Twitter and Instagram so I don't see posts about it. So I try and like stay away from that. And I think just getting back together in training and working hard and looking at the next game and bouncing back is how we get over. But, you know, even if you draw against Swansea, those games can feel like a loss, and it is tricky. But I think because we have such a good togetherness, it helps us get through it during the week.
I think if you asked me when I was a bit younger, it would have been weeks. I would have been upset. I would have felt like I let my family down going home. But I think with experience and maturity, you know, it's getting that first training session back, you know, and thinking about what can we do better next time. And I think that comes with, again, just such a good, tight squad and great staff that just help us build.
Because I know you have some friends who play for Swansea as well. And because it's only a small league, you know a lot about each other. How do you feel when you come up against friends? Because I've come up against friends, and I remember I was playing for Chelsea and it was my first game against my old club, Bristol. And for weeks building up to the game, my manager, he would say to me, you know, they're not your friends, don't you? You know, you have to take this seriously. And I was like, have you met me? Of course they're not my friends. As soon as I cross that line, that is it. Like there's no friendships. I'll speak to you at the end of the game. Is that how you feel?
Definitely. I think that's drilled in as well. You know, you can give the occasional hello at the game, but as soon as you step on that pitch, there's no friends on them.
Have you ever fallen out over a game?
Yeah, I think we'll save that for another time, shall we?
So, Fee, moving on, can you think of what your proudest moment in football has been so far?
Ooh, like out of football at all?
Yeah, anything in football, anything you've achieved or your individual proudest moment?
I think for me, it was getting my full senior cap for Wales. I think growing up, that's all I wanted to do. And it was like a shared goal between me and my dad, you know. He'd always loved to see me playing for Wales. But when I was little, it didn't really seem like a goal I could achieve. And I was very lucky to get into the Wales setup when I was younger. I got picked for an under-17s camp. And my dad said, just enjoy it. And I did really well. And I had man of the match. And then a month later, I got called up to the 19s. same approach, just enjoy it. And when I was out there, then I had man of the match. And then it was all in one year in the March then. I remember Jane Ludlow pulling me at training, being like, I'm picking you for the senior team. And I remember seeing my name on Sky Sports, and it was just such a pinch me moment. But I remember going out to Croatia and thinking, wow, to just be with the squad, but then to actually go on the pitch and represent my country was just, yeah, that's a moment I'll never forget.
Yeah, that's incredible. And for that to happen in one season as well, I bet you were just like on cloud nine the whole season.
I was. And then shortly after, I broke my elbow. So, yeah, not the best, but yeah, it was fab.
So what position did you come on when you came on for Wales?
So I actually came on as a left winger. And I only came on for half an hour, but that half an hour is probably the hardest half an hour of football I have ever played in my life.
I think that position, the position you play, whether you're playing as a fullback or a wing back, I think it's one of the most difficult positions to play. Now, I started off as a centre back, and I did play a couple of times as a fullback. Absolutely hated it. I mean, I'm not the slowest. I'm a little bit faster than Hannah. She might disagree with me here.
We'll have a race, Caitlin.
Fine, we can sort that. But I just felt so out of my depth, being so isolated in those 1v1 positions. I much prefer to be in the centre of the pitch as a centre back. It's really tough mentally as well. Like, you got to get up and support the attack, and that balance between, the attack, defence, winning those 1v1 duels. Do you thrive off that?
Yeah, I mean, Han will probably vouch for this. I like to go on what I call a run. So I'll pick up the ball and I'll just decide to go forward and go for a run and end up on the opposite side of the pitch. But I do love that attacking side of that position, but I do also love the defensive side. So it is tricky, but I mean, when you're playing in a squad like I am at Cardiff City with the players around me, they make it much easier.
So that does lead me on to something I wanted to ask you. How many goals have you scored were actually meant as crosses?
Oh, I knew this question was coming. I knew it was coming. Now, I'd probably say the first time I ever did a shot cross, or a cross shot, whatever you want to call it, that was a cross. And then, I started to get quite good at it. And now if I'm taking a corner...
Do you shoot?
I try to bend it in. I mean, if it doesn't go in, then no, it's a cross. If it goes in, it's definitely a shot.
So you are a bit of a dead ball specialist. And like Hannah mentioned in your impressive introduction, that you won Golden Boot in the season 24-25. And it actually went down to the last game, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
You were in competition with Ava Suckley. She scored 11 goals. And Chantal Tia, she scored 10.
Yeah.
Who are both, strong attacking forces. Yeah, so for them to be in competition with you as a left back, that's incredible for you. Like, I don't think you get enough credit. You do get a lot of credit, but I don't think you get enough credit for how amazing to achieve that last season was. Like, you must be so proud of yourself for being able to, win the Golden Boot at left back.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to retire after. I thought, I can't get any better than that. That is the cherry on the top of the cake. But I mean, I do have to give a lot of credit to the team, as much as I love taking a free kick in a corner, I don't win them by myself. The team get us in those attacking positions, and I'm so grateful the girls put the belief in me, because without somebody believing in me, I won't believe in myself. So I have to give a lot of credit to the girls and, the staff for allowing me to take them. And, I did miss a fair few. They're not counting those ones, but yeah, credit to the team, because you don't get a free kick or a corner without them.
So the reason why we wanted you to come on today, and to bounce off Hannah as well, is to talk about your life as a semi-professional footballer. What are the biggest challenges you face working full-time? And I imagine you feel like you're full-time as a footballer as well. And the best part of it.
I'd probably say, for me, being a teacher, the workload in terms of balancing planning, marking and training, I think that's probably the hardest for me. But I don't want to put anyone off with that, because it is manageable. Han will probably say as well, sometimes on a Sunday when we've got away days, I'm there with my school laptop, planning for the week, trying to fit things in. But I think if you've got that good support around you, I mean, another shout out to St. Bernadette, still love that, especially Suzanne Williams. I know you're listening.
That's the boss, yeah?
Yeah, that is the boss, the big boss. you know, having the staff to support you, because it can be emotional, it can be physically draining as well, but having the staff there to support you, I think that just goes a long way and it keeps you going. I think that on the flip side, it's probably the most rewarding thing ever, playing on a Sunday and they're cheering, oh, Miss Price. And then, you know, fast forward 24 hours, it's Miss Price in the classroom, I need a pencil. I think it's surreal. Would you agree there, Han?
Yeah, it's amazing because the children at school, they really cheer for us, don't they, Fee? They love us, and you know, it makes it all worth it. When you're tired on a Monday morning, when we're going in, we just give each other a look as if to say, I'm so tired today. For me, one of the hardest things about being a semi-professional footballer, and it's only more recently, is I don't see my family as much because 3 evenings a week you are out and you don't get home till gone 8 o'clock at night. We get in, we go straight to football. I know you, Fee, you go straight from work to football. So, you know, it's managing that, but and not getting to put my daughter to sleep 3 nights a week. But I think having a big, strong family unit around me helps me with that. And I enjoy what I do. I love being able to say I'm a semi-professional footballer for Cardiff City.
And there's something that I've said to you, and I know when you were coming back after having Nelly, it doesn't last forever. You have to take these opportunities. Yes, you're tired. I remember the fatigue. I used to get back from London, go back into class the next day, and I would feel like a zombie. And some days I'd be like, I don't even know my own name. I was so tired, just living off caffeine. But you do because you just love it. And you have to remember, you're not going to be in this forever. This isn't it's not a long career. Do you talk much football when you're in work?
Oh, yeah. We always have a chat about football, don't we?
And then Suzanne comes and we're like Alan Carr on that meme. We're like, oh, and run away from each other.
Yeah, actually, we're only joking, Suzanne. We really are. You know it.
So you still train and you still prepare for games like a professional. Just talk me through like a normal week for you. How many times do you train? What do you do? Are you in the gym? Do you do extra training alongside your teaching?
So we train Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then a game on a Sunday. Now, depending how I'm feeling, might do recovery on a Monday, you know, for the legs. I love swimming. Still waiting for us to go swimming. I mean, Ian, if you're listening, please come go swimming. And then a Friday will just be recovery for myself. Time to switch off as well. Spend some time with family. But 3 times a week and then a game. So you could say 4 times a week?
Yeah. Plus we have to do our own gym session, upper body, on a Monday or a Tuesday. So you've got that. And then Saturday, you are preparing mentally and sort of physically for that game on a Sunday. You're making sure you're eating the right things, hydrating yourself. So I would say our only days where we fully get to switch off are probably a Monday and a Friday.
Unless you're recording a podcast on the only day that you're available, Hannah Power, on a Monday. Because that's another thing as well, isn't it? Like when we decided to do this podcast, like, right, what days do you have available? A Monday or a Friday. Nobody wants to do a Friday. This is our only available night because you are practically working 2 jobs.
And I think that's what some people might not understand. It is 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Football is a hobby of ours, but we're not going there to play our hobby. We're going there to fulfill our role as footballers. You know, we can't just call Ian and say we're not coming today. We'd be announced as AWOL, do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So I know Hannah has a few this or that questions for you. It is a new feature that we have decided to add to this podcast, inspired by Nia Jones on the previous podcast. So my advice would be, don't think, just the first thing that comes to your mind. Hannah is going to be the manager of this. So over to you, Han.
They are nice questions.
Okay, good. Right.
Okay, so early kickoff or evening under the lights?
Oh, evening under the lights.
I knew you'd say that. Scoring a worldie or keeping a clean sheet?
Oh.
Ffion Price, I know.
Scoring a worldie. Sorry.
Home match or away day?
Oh, home match.
Cross and assist or long range goal?
Oh, long range goal.
Yeah, you love a long range goal. Champions League night or South Wales derby?
Oh, gosh. That's a tough question.
That is a tough one because they're both great.
They are both great.
3 seconds.
Oh, let's go derby. Love a derby game.
Love a derby game. Cold rain match or a windy match?
Oh, cold rain. Love a slide tackle. I don't do much of them, but I prefer that over the wind.
Yeah, when it's windy, you don't know what direction that ball's going in. Do you remember the night we played midweek against Cardiff Met? It was the year we won the league, and it hailed, it rained, and there was gale force winds.
Every type of weather, we had it within that 90-minute game.
That was the most cold I've ever felt playing football. Okay, winning 1-0 or winning 5-4?
Winning 1-0.
Yeah, keeping a clean sheet.
We're not conceding that many.
I know what you would go for. You'd say 5-4, so you get a chance of getting on the score sheet, wouldn't you?
But let's be realistic. Am I going to get on the goals?
Well, you have a chance if you score 5 goals.
Can I just say, because our podcast was recorded before this, I scored a goal in the South Wales derby.
You did? And it was a cracking goal. It was a header.
Yes.
You usually got a 50p head.
Fiona Barry did put it on a plate for me, so I'm very grateful for Fiona Barry. But before that game, Dad rang me and he said, go and score me a goal today, Han. And he does say that most times when I speak to him before a match, but I actually did go and score a goal. I didn't know how to celebrate though, did I, Fee?
Oh, no, but we all went absolutely crazy on the bench. It was brilliant.
Yeah. Away from home as well, at Swansea's pitch.
Oh, yeah,
big goal.
special.
Unreal. I wanted to do a Chloe Kelly and take the top off and go, woo, but I didn't want to get booked. So yeah, that was great. Sorry, making it all about me, Fee. Let's move back on to you. Yeah, and that's it for the this or that. I was going to include one about Crocs, because I know you love a Croc.
I do love Crocs,
fanatic.
yes.
And pugs.
Oh, that is tough. If I don't say pugs, I'm not doing Ollie Price any favour. Big shout out to you.
Ollie Price is Fion's pug.
Yeah, he's a handsome young man. Oh, old man now.
Can I just say, Ffion 1 year was sponsored by her pug.
Yeah.
He was
How? Please tell me how.
Well, you know, he's a hardworking man, to be honest.
What was the name of your sponsor for Ollie?
Price Software, and it was him as the logo. I edited him on a laptop. So that is his one goal.
At the end of the season, we have a sponsors evening where whoever has sponsored you for the season, they come, you meet them, you know, you sign a shirt for them, you have a meal with them at the stadium here. And that year, did Ollie make an appearance?
Yeah, so we rocked up suit and tie and everything. No, my dad came on his behalf.
Ollie was at home.
Yeah.
He was too tired to come.
He couldn't quite make the event, bless him.
Okay, Fee, so we're going to wrap it up now. But before we do, I've got one last question for you. What advice would you give to younger Ffion Price?
Ooh, probably say don't drink a cup of coffee. No, I'd probably just say to her, keep believing, you know, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And just enjoy it. Enjoy playing football. I think it's really important, even though, you know, we play at this level, it's important to enjoy and love what you do. Otherwise, you're not going to put the time and effort into it. So, yeah, probably would tell her, though, don't drink that cup of coffee.
No, I completely agree with you. And if we do have any younger listeners here listening today, like that advice is such good advice, because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you won't carry on doing it and you won't achieve your dreams. So great advice.
And that's it for episode 5. Thank you so much to our incredible guest, Ffion Price, and my co-host, Hannah Power. And we will see you for episode 6. We'll be back in the studio and we will see you then. And sis, nobody asked for this,
but we're giving it to you anyway.